play fake here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey. 4 down.
To throw on 2nd down. Barry. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barry. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit!
From the gun, Barry being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now let's go! Blue 90!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Shakes off the sack. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Michael Bennett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Barry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll look to throw, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it was almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, There just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barry. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Allen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nifty move by Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Barry throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Barry. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. From the gun on 3rd down. Barry forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Barry into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The point after is good, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again. Barry. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So out come the Chargers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Brandon Graham in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. A final shot before break. Barry steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Barry, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Barry buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey. 4 down.
Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barry dancing to his left. He's going to... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Detroit,
After the incomplete
Detroit.
pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone.
They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is not going to get through here on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A try here for the extra point. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Barry, pass incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on second down. Barry, and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Barry. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A spin. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barry forced out to his left. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Leopard!
Operating from the gun, Barry. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Smith, his first carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run it here with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Chargers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
Job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.